on the Atlanta Falcons. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready. Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Working from the gun, Ritter. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, and it's third down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. But some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing here, Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Howell. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Falcons had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Here's Hal to throw on second down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The Ritter's throw caught by Olave. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. Here's Ritter. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Get ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Black Ultra.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football.
Got it.
Now a 2nd and 2. Ritter back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here we go.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and a yard. And Howe will throw it. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On the ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he is going to have a Falcons first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check view.
Option play. Here's Robinson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On the double.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Ritter from the gun. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Ritter. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Howell. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Draymond Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Howell now to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ritter. And complete to Drake London. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
On the set.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Ritter to throw it. Touchdown! Drake London, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Gets this inside the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Bobby Wagner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Quick move by Miller. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready, break. Smack, red.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Ritter now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. Ritter will throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Robinson up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go play action. Howell. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, check mega. Ready?
On 3rd down, Robinson. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. 36 yards on the play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready?
This is to Pitts on the quick slant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They throw it out right complete. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Koo now for the point after. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Touchdown, Washington. Jamal Agnew. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Come on, set.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Set.
Here's Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Pause red.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Throw left side, there's London. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ready.
Well, this feels like a late-season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Robinson with another carry. And he's going to have the Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 32.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Ready.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Handoff now to Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
Here now, 3rd down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. Wk2, all eyes fixated on the kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Falcons are going to win the game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the